From Daaji with love, confusion to clarity. This letter is to Sister Margaret. The question is, what is spirituality? She writes, Dear Daaji, how is it possible to gauge spiritual progress? What changes should I expect in my inner well-being as well as my lifestyle? In response to this question, Daaji writes, Dear Margaret, thank you for your email. I am happy you discovered heartfulness in your local community center. Your questions about spiritual growth and the purpose of life are very well received. To answer your question, how is it possible to gauge spiritual progress? I would respond by asking you, is your attitude and outlook towards life changing? How so? This self-reflective exercise will tell you if you have progressed. Another way of looking at it is this. Spiritual progress is all about arriving at purity and simplicity. In other words, as you progress, you will feel purer and simpler. You are welcome to ponder over this and ask, where is purity and simplicity in me? As you progress, you will notice that simpler ways of living life becomes your priority. The constant struggle in today's developed nation is not for physical survival but for mental and emotional well-being. Every moment demands energy in knowing right from wrong, moral from immoral, and profit from loss. How can we make decisions that are logically sound as well as appealing to the heart? It means the refinement of both thinking and feeling. The simple heartfulness practices can easily make that happen. Material wealth depends some level of worth, work and effort. Material wealth demands some level of work and effort. Likewise, spiritual wealth requires consistent efforts from our side. It all begins with intentions. Consciousness is the key to human growth. When we observe tree, we see that it is inherent with a seed, and seed will turn into tree one day, provided circumstances are appropriate for its growth. Consciousness is slightly different. Consciousness can fail to reach its potential even when the circumstances are favorable. Why? Because we have free will, the will to choose, and often we choose something easy rather than evolutionary. The evolutionary processes are transformative as well as challenging. If our awareness decides that becoming godlike is impossible, then we have chosen not to proceed in that direction. How can such an understanding help to evolve our consciousness to its fullest? Tree manages because out of thousands of seeds, at least 2 will become fully grown. But among human beings, it is rare to find even one Christ or one Buddha or one Krishna. Sadly, many people believe that no one can come close to those highly praised personalities of the past. So even if the personalities of the past have come to become that, So, even if the possibility of spiritual progress exists, it is discarded even before it is considered. A spiritual system is based on experience, including the awareness of progress. I invite you to try it for yourself and then write to me again about what you discover. Wishing you all the very best. Kamlesh. My dear sisters and brothers, all my dear listeners, I encourage you to reflect on Daji's suggestion and notice your progress. All the very best.